I am Faisal and I am the founder of an e-commerce marketing company. I am predicting three things in the next 5 years for the DTC and e-commerce businesses that you see advertising all across Instagram. I've been at it for the past 6 years, 7 years now almost, and I have seen the entire business cycle. Upsy daisy, upsy daisy. So this is what's going to happen in the next few years. Number one, brands are either going to go bankrupt or sell out to big MNCs like Ecomm, Nike, or any other big brand out there that is out to acquire them. That ultimately acquisition is turning out to be the only way to profitability for most of the DTC brands out there. With good confidence, I can tell, and some of these are clients which have worked with us as well, that the goal is never profitability at times. It is just break even and keep things winning and give it a perception of a brand while it is a cash guzzling operation where most of the money goes into advertising, a good chunk of it into return orders and RTOs, and the business just does cash rotation. It does not create a brand. It just creates a machine for feeding Meta and Google endless advertising spends. That is what it is. I do not consider a business to be a brand until and unless it stops advertising, reduces the marketing spend, and still does not see any impact happening on their top line and actually sees an improvement in profitability. In traditional businesses, this used to be the expectation that you do your marketing, make it big for a year, 2, 3, whatever the timeline is, and then you start reducing the marketing spends to actually see profitability come in because of the amazing distribution that you have built. Now, those are traditional concepts, does not mean that they can't be replicated in today's time, but that just is not how modern day DTC businesses operate. So that is problem numero uno. The second one, which I see coming in the next couple of years, people start realizing the limitations of performance advertising and paid ads overall in general, that you cannot pay your way to become big infinitely. After a specific time, after a specific scale, to actually make profits and to actually become a brand, you have to do more than just performance advertising. I say this because I see a lot of brands put in a lot of their hard-earned money just on paid ads. After you, let's say, make the first 1 crore, where should you put that money? It should be on other channels, not just paid advertising, but other channels of brand building, be it organic social, be it content creation, be it God knows what. Even I am not expert that way. But most brands just keep putting that money into performance. Now, it used to work and surely still does. It takes you from point A to point B and maybe from point B to point C. But after a specific time period, you start hitting a ceiling. Now, why is that? I'll tell you the reason. Performance advertising, by its very nature, the goal is to acquire customers at the least cost. In any day, the number of least cost customers are going to be limited. That is very evident on the dashboards that we see every single day. When you turn on an ad and when you start scaling things up, there's an important metric which we call reach to impression ratio. I'll just quickly explain what that is. Let's say you see my ad, you, the person watching it, you see my ad twice a day. So my reach is one person, but my impression is 2, right? It means my frequency is 2, right? So after a specific scale, this bubble, the number of people that you reach, but the number of unique people that you reach, that starts to stagnate. So initially when you start spending, the number of people that you reach, unique people every single day, that keeps on increasing with the spends. Good. But after a specific time, it's just increasing the frequency, it's just increasing the number of impressions. So I'm still reaching this. I spend from 1 lakh a day to, let's say, 1.5 lakhs a day. I'm still reaching this. Maybe there's some more increase in the size of my market, but I'm still, the proportion of people is lesser. And this is very evident because the frequency or the reciprocal reach to impression ratio, it usually starts to increase, which is after a specific scale. Let's say I started off and I was spending 10,000 rupees a day. I used to have like a usual frequency of 1.5 that people were, I was getting unique people in my funnel. But let's say now when I'm spending 1 lakh a day, my frequency is 3.5. It means people have seen my ad 3 times. After start spending 1.5 lakhs, I still get good ROAS, I still get decent work, but the frequency is up to 5. And I wonder what the issue is. It's because performance marketing cannot go beyond the problem-aware market. It cannot go beyond the bottom of the funnel to actually make money. For it to be a functional channel, there needs to be a strong enough top of the funnel. And top of the funnel just does not mean reach ads or brand awareness ads, stuff like that. No, it means people who are engaging with your brand, engaging with your work, who are getting into the funnel from other channels. Let's say social media, one of your reels go viral, an actor talks about you, you appear on Shark Tank, whatever can be a top of the funnel activity that keeps on infusing, strengthening this bottom of the funnel. I'll give an example of this as well. One of our clients was having a really hard time when they came to us back in 2024. We onboarded them. They were at a 1x ROAS. With a lot of hard work, we were able to take that 1x to somewhere around the 1.8, right? And it took a lot of hard work. You guys don't know how difficult it is to get a 1x to 1.8x. That is an 80% improvement in like 4 to 5 months. But performance marketing has its limitation. We were not able to push beyond that. And it's not because we don't know how to do our job. It's just because of market or the TAM or the competition, whatever. One of India's biggest female influencers, I can't name him, but she posted a reel of her working out wearing the brand's clothes. Not sponsored. She was just doing a workout and she was wearing them. And then Hrithik Roshan commented in the comment section that what brand is it, and the brand just replied, hey, that's us. And then a volley of comments started to come in. It became viral, like 5 million views, good amount of audience that came into our funnel. Now this audience, it's not like they were not our TAM. Our ads just were not able to reach them because they did not know of us or whatever the reason was, but they are our TAM. But they came to us from a warm source, which was this content creator, and they came from a very good validated source, right? So this top of the funnel activity, it reduced our CPM. Our CPM used to be 500. This reduced it to 250, right? Our cost per clicks used to be about 30, 35 rupees a day on average. It came down to somewhere around 12 rupees. It just made our paid ads funnel efficient. That is what I mean. Now coming back to the topic, most brands are starting to see the limitations of performance advertising as a sole channel of acquisition. That now they just don't know that last 5 years they were putting in crores and crores into their ads, into this cash guzzling machine, and they did not put the money into somewhere other place or some other channel. And now there are competitors who probably they birthed because they were putting so much money on ads, they became visible, the same idea got replicated organically. Maybe there are 10 players now selling the same product, maybe at a lesser price, maybe at a lesser scale as well, but they are taking money actively from their target markets. Who knows? But organic brand building is going to start taking a lot more precedence. It's just how the game is going to be played. And third, which I think is most important, it's very evident. Unfortunately, we are going to see a rise of super confused founders. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by super confused? I'll tell you. I speak to founders every single day. They have achieved a scale of 30 lakh, 40 lakh a month. They have been at it for the past 1 year, 2 years, at times 3 years as well. And they're confused now. They have tried everything. They have tried everything under the sun. They've tried changing their product. They've tried training their agencies. They have tried getting new products. They have tried, getting a lot of influencer marketing and everything. It's just not popping. It's just not getting back to how it used to be, or it's just not going beyond a specific skill. And now they're confused. Is the market wrong? Is the brand wrong? Is their expectation wrong? What is wrong? They are confused, and confused in a time when on social media you can see so many people doing so many different things, AI and batched content creation, like people putting out AI content, thousands of videos a day, and they're confused and nervous. This is the world they're up against because they were just so focused on figuring this one small problem out that the world kind of left them behind, and now they're at a very personal level severely confused. And that's the worst part. That's a problem no agency can solve. And because of this, a lack of passion, a lack of clarity starts to come in. They get stuck in their way of thinking. This kind of reel used to work for me. Why is it not working? It could be that as well, because the world is it's shifting so quickly these days. You are just stuck in that loop that, I know how this works. I have made it work in the past and got it to 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 50 lakh, whatever. Right? But beyond that, I'm stuck. My mind is not able to take it beyond that. And that is the worst part. I think that's the worst one, the last one. What do you think? And there's a fourth one as well, which is a bonus one, which is just a personal peeve of mine. Shark Tank India will actually lose its relevance. I have done a lot of work with a lot of Shark Tank brands. I worked with brands from almost every season, from Bummer in season 1 to Yanman in season 4, Outlive in season 5, good number of other brands as well. But every year, because we look at sales very intuitively, during that January, February time period, Bummer was like this, top notch, one of the biggest meme material that still is relevant after 5 years season 1 televised. After that, every year, Shark Tank's effect has come down. Right, to a point that I literally treat it as a joke. I talk to so many founders who have come on Shark Tank, and I'm surprised at times. Yeah, you are doing 10 lakhs of revenue and you write Shark Tank approved. I'm speechless at times. And they were doing 10 lakhs 3 years back as well. Like, I legit got on a sales call with a brand that appeared in season 1. I was having a lot of hope, so I went to the call personally, and the person was doing about 6 to 7 lakhs a month. So my mind got really, and they were spending good as well, about 6 lakhs, I think. And they were like, we will pay only 20,000 to work with any person that we get on board. I was like, yeah, Shark Tank season 1, I think that's ridiculous that you have not been able to scale to any significant number in the last 5 years, sorry, still. So yeah, this was my list. I hope you had a good one. And let's see how many of these predictions actually come to fruition. But what do you think? I would love to address any of your comments, and see you in the next one.